Asmongold getting banned again, says Twitch will probably kick him before election day. I have not heard shit about this, and I know the guy. What the is this? He's live. He just said he might get banned in a week. You're shitting me.
There's been a lot of reports that Twitch isn't doing very well.
It's doing horrible.
In fact, they might be facing their own adpocalypse, if you remember.
Okay, so I just checked my analytics for the ads that I'm receiving on my channel, and my sub revenue is down, or sorry, my ad revenue is down 35% of streams of similar length with similar view counts. Now, once again, I want to be careful because sometimes, and I've seen this before, it is just coincidence. Sometimes there's dry periods. We're really going to have to wait until December because December is the big month. December is when every content creator earns the money that they live off of for the next year. Okay, so we will see before I doom post. However, 35% has been quite a drastic downtrend.
Remember, YouTube's went through a couple of those. Hasn't been one in a while, but they have happened. It looks like Twitch might have one. And that's
really
for a simple reason that advertisers don't like a lot of the very extreme, controversial, political content that they have on the platform. And when I talk about extreme political content,
Asmon says if he gets banned again, he's leaving Twitch. Did he actually say that?
Far left, like a Hasan Piker or that Frogan person who got in trouble recently. This has come up.
Yeah, Frogan's retarded. Also, yeah, the more I look into Hasan, the more I disagree with the actions that he's taking on this platform. I still can't really wrap my head around why he ever brought a terrorist on the platform and then romanticized his life like he was one of the most beloved characters in all of anime, a.k.a. Monkey D. Luffy. I mean, that shit is just fucking atrocious, bro. Like, that shit's just weird as fuck. That's straight up weird as fuck.
This has become a really big topic ever since Asmongold got banned.
Yeah.
Because he said some stuff that was considered controversial. And then a lot of people pointed out, well, look at some of the crazy shit Hasan Piker has said or that Frogan woman has said. They've said some pretty wild, extremist stuff, especially that Hasan Piker guy. And they don't do anything about it. But if you dare say anything that's to the right, they'll ban you. Personally, I think people should be able to say whatever they want. You should let them say you should let Hasan say what he wants, but you should.
I don't know. I don't know if I necessarily agree. Oh, wait, this shit is real shit? Asmongold believes that Twitch is going to ban him again very soon after just being banned 2 days ago. Okay, well, that would be really bad. Yeah, if Asmon got banned during the political season, that would completely obliterate his analytics 100%. For sure. Because that's like his big hitter. Like, that was back when he was like breaking like 200, 400K viewers for some of his reacts that he's done in the past. That would be a huge blow to his career. I think things are, the majority of things to say on social media are fine. However, I don't really believe everybody should be allowed to say anything with no repercussions whatsoever. I understand that certain regulations need to be upheld, just like how, certain laws need to be upheld in a societal structure as well.
You should let Asmongold say what he wants to. But they don't do that.
That's fair. I mean, Asmongold's been getting banned for saying things a lot less severe than Hasan's been saying, which I don't get that shit at all. Is there some type of inner working agenda? I don't want to like schizo post at all, but yeah, I don't understand how Hasan didn't catch a ban there too. That makes no sense to me.
They have an extreme bias. There's a lot of funny shit that goes on this platform. Like if you go to just chatting, it's a bunch of women in their bikinis doing nothing. But if you're a VR streamer or if you're a VTuber, you have the anime avatar moving around. You know what a VTuber is. I'm assuming most people do by now. You can't have them in their underwear. In fact, they have to have their hips covered. But the real women, it doesn't matter. It's just strange shit over on this website. And I know that's not crazy content. I don't think that's why the advertisers are pulling out. But he's saying that it's a nightmare for them. Twitch is in an advertising nightmare situation. Advertisers are leaving the website and not returning. Twitch has controversy after controversy and can't get its enforcement straight.
And what's crazy is, and I want to be very careful saying this, The advertising on Twitch is actually in so much worse of a position than the normal consumer will ever understand. And I can't really weigh in without putting myself in a major risk. Usually I say everything, but it is a lot worse than most consumers understand, than most companies understand, due to the exploitive nature of this platform. I can 1,000,000% understand why advertisers would not want to host their ads on this platform with the type of content that goes on some of the more extreme examples, if they're allowing the extremists to essentially give them a blanket statement on what they perceive to be as the status quo.
I don't know if the website will survive long-term without serious changes. The solution to it is simple, brutal, and efficient. Ban all extremist, controversial political content or none of it. But simple is not often easy.
What I always wanted them to do was to create a after dark system on Twitch, kind of like Adult Swim, where more extreme content would be accessible during specific hours of the day. But then outside of those hours of the day, it's just business as usual. One, I think that would make the website more interesting and also allow people to lean into more extreme content with at least an attempt at making a regulation for younger audiences to view said information, as well as allow advertisers to know the structure so that way they know when to sponsor versus when they know not to sponsor, which could also help long term. But there's still a lot of issues with that idea as well.
I actually agree with this statement.
With time zones,
either allow all of it or none of it. If you're going to let one side say some of the wild shit that I've heard some of them say, and some of it's pretty damn wild, it would probably demonetize the video to say it. Unless, of course, I shared the values of like a Hasan Piker and I was a far leftist channel, then I would be allowed to say it. But saying it in a criticism fashion, they would probably strike my video or something. It's the same on YouTube. It's actually a little bit better on YouTube, but not by much. There really is no free speech platform, unfortunately. You know, it is what it is. I wish there was. I wish everybody could say whatever they want, whatever's on their minds. But it's just not the way it is. We live in a very biased world.
I mean, there's no real free speech anywhere, to be honest, on the internet, offline the internet. I mean, people are so hyper fixated on what everybody else is saying that they kind of lose sight of, who they are. I don't really think this is a sign of I don't really think it's like a big corporation thing. I think it's like a battle of political correctness and virtue signaling for a dick measuring contest for who's the best person. It's just spews inauthenticity, and it's depressing, and it's weird, and it's uncomfortable, and it's just disingenuous, and I fucking hate it. I mean, everybody talks about how they want more real people on the platform, and then you get a real person to walk in the door, and everybody says, oh, this guy's a piece of shit. Well, in reality, here's the great thing to accept. The majority of us are pieces of shit, right? But the reason why we're deemed pieces of shit is because the bar to be a good person is so fucking high, it's borderline unattainable, to where nobody could ever live up to that standard, at least authentically.
Asmongold believes Twitch will ban him again 1 week after return. So he just recently came back. I think he's been back like 2 days. Has not been that long. And he's saying that he's going to get banned again. Personally, I think you just need to hold on tight until the election is over. I mean, there's a lot of wild shit going on right now, just like there was 4 years ago and in 2016. It's going to be a pretty wild couple of days, so I would say fasten your seatbelts because it's going to get pretty wild. But he thinks he's going to get banned, mostly because he watched a video going over in detail what I just talked about with this adpocalypse coming to Twitch.
I don't know about that.
I saw the video that he's talking about that might get him banned, where he goes over a lot of the very popular people on Twitch and some of the radical shit they've said, and how it's turning advertisers off. And Twitch is claiming that that's not happening, but I don't think so. I think it is happening.
Twitch has a known history of lying to its community in the past.
They probably won't
unfortunately, I take their word with a massive
So
grain
here's
of
what he
salt.
said. Here's a 30-something second clip. Let's watch it.
Okay. Houthi musical, not propaganda? I guess so. Don't get that ass banned again. Listen, I won't get banned for like probably another week. Okay. Like I've got it. There'll be a few more things that are probably going to happen, and then I'll probably end up getting banned after that. That's kind of what I'm assuming. And you know, maybe we'll see what happens. I just don't know yet. You need to survive until election day. That's true. Yeah, I have to survive and not get in trouble until election day. After election day, then we can have a lot of fun. But yeah, we don't want to get another suspension until election day. I want.
Isn't that sad?
I think he's going to be fine.
Oh, the election's coming up where you should be allowed to discuss and debate things and really go over a lot of stuff, and you can't. You have to actually.
I think he's half joking.
Be quiet if you don't want to get
as
in
a
trouble
guy who
with the
knows his
platforms.
mannerisms
Isn't
very
that
well.
Insane. I thought we lived in a democracy. I mean, that's what I hear all the time from a certain group of people. We got to protect the democracy. We got to save democracy by shutting people up and banning them and silencing everything.
Yeah, my favorite thing to say is, yeah, we all defend freedom of speech until somebody says something that we disagree with. And that's the other thing, is that very minimal disagreements the internet perceives as like abusive arguments. Like, dude, I still remember how out of proportion people blew up my disagreement with Hex Juice. And people were saying that I was giving her Stockholm syndrome, that I was abusing her on stream, that I was a horrible friend. And like it's like between me and her, it was like completely cool. But then the internet was saying, like, oh yeah, big old baldy bullying the girl. It's like, oh, shut the fuck up, bro. These people are so soft. It's ridiculous.
Thing they do and have to say. True democracy, ladies and gentlemen. Will he get banned again? It could happen. He's not Hasan Piker, who can say whatever the hell he wants. Wild shit. And to put it in perspective, there was a clip going around, and he didn't get in any trouble for saying this. He said, when talking about, was it October? No, it wasn't October 7th. But
so here's the other thing, is that a lot of people believe that, like, oh, well, maybe they just didn't see the clip of Hasan. Obviously, we got to acknowledge there's some weird shit when one of the larger streamers on your employer platform has a clip with well over like 2 million global views on multiple different platforms, and just the only people who are accountable for dishing out repercussion are the ones who just so happen to not see it. I do feel like that shit can rub a lot of streamers the wrong way, because it's just like, dog, we know you've seen this shit. Why are you banning people for this, but you won't ban that and do it for the exact same thing? It's just hypocritical. It's lame as shit. I don't even know how I haven't got banned. The shit that I've done on my stream are fucking ridiculous. How the fuck have I not got banned? I just don't get it.
what am I thinking? Whatever date was that the whole
It isn't one clip. It is 10 years of horrible behavior. But hasn't Hasan gotten banned in the past?
Israel conflict started, and
Yeah,
he
it
was
feels
talking about
cherry-picked.
the resistance over there,
Yeah, so
the
like
Palestinian
let's
resistance,
not act like Hasan has never gotten banned before, right?
and talking about how the people that were going
You are not big enough, yet Frogan gets banned with 150 viewers. Okay.
after people in Israel. I'm trying to be careful how I say this. Were struggle snuggling women. And he said, well, that's just basically a learning experience for them. They're not perfect, but the Palestinian resistance, they'll learn from that and get better. Like, what a way to phrase that shit. Basically saying it's okay. They might have struggled a few ladies, but, it's all for the effort. And he didn't get banned for that. That's perfectly fine. He was allowed to say that. But, Asmongold got banned for what he said. Well, I mean, okay, but why is Hasan Piker allowed to say the crazy-ass shit that he says? So, yeah, Twitch is very biased. I don't know why Asmongold stays on Twitch. They eventually probably will ban him permanently.
Because it's comfortable. I mean, I'll be real. I think Asmon would get 3 times the viewership if he just streamed on YouTube. But the thing is, he does what he knows, and what he knows is what he does, right? He plays warrior every expansion of World of Warcraft, He plays the same build in every single Dark Souls game. He just does what he knows. And that's why he's still on Twitch.
Despite the money that he makes them, which is wild to think about. But Twitch is owned by Amazon. So, I mean, I guess, do they really care? Amazon is rich. I mean, Jeff Bezos is one of the richest people in the world. So maybe it really is more about the message with them than the money, which is crazy to think about because Twitch ain't cheap. It costs a lot of money to run that website. It's just a money pit. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification.
I personally think he's fine. That being said, the title of this video will most likely be Asmongold got banned again? I think he's fine, personally. He's probably just doom posting because that's what he's worried about, but he's fine.